Hi guys, welcome to Mother Moon Tarot. Welcome back if you're coming back again. Thank you for being here. So guys, this is going to be the August reading for Pisces. So a few things before we get into the cards, guys. We are now in Leo season, so yay! Leo season is very much about a few things. So there's a lot of, it's all about the self. So loving the self, getting in touch with what it is that you love about yourself, figuring out those things, falling back in love with those things again, and really feeling your self-worth and your self-respect, and really kind of realizing how much that you love yourself again. And building up that kind of self-confidence as well. So that's really lovely energy to have, considering the energies that we had in Cancer season, which were very much about this whole kind of it was a very kind of cerebrally kind of dragging things back up from the past, having to work through them, process them, purge them, especially with all those kind of eclipse kind of energies and the Mercury retrograde that we had as well. So it was very kind of tricky kind of energy to navigate. I myself I'm a Pisces, and boy was it a challenging month. So if you guys resonated with that as well, please let me know all your information in the comments as well. Let me know how Cancer season was for you guys. But nevertheless, it's great because Leo season is very much, you're getting back in touch with yourself again. Okay, you're kind of balancing out those energies from Cancer season, and you're kind of stepping into yourself almost. And funnily enough, that was the message that I kind of got for you in the premeditative session that I was doing before I came on camera, as I always do, when I was kind of meditating on your energy and pre-shuffling the cards. So the image I got for you was that it was more of like a feeling. It wasn't necessarily an image or like something I could hear. It was more of like a vibe or a feeling of, it's really like you're stepping into your own this month, and you're really kind of being like, no, do you know what, I'm not taking any more bullshit anymore. Okay, I've been through enough previously, and I've come so far in terms of healing and purging things, because Cancer season was definitely very much like that for you guys. So you're very much kind of stepping into yourself now and being like, no, I'm not taking any bullshit. Okay, this is what I want, this is where I want to go. Okay, I want this for myself, I want this for my life, and I'm going to do it. So you're very much kind of stepping into your own kind of self, but you're doing it in a really kind of creative way. Okay, so you're doing it in a very individual way, and it wouldn't be Pisces if you weren't. So yeah, that was the vibe that I got for you. So let's see what comes out in the cards anyway, guys. So without further ado, let's have a little look. So okay, what does Pisces need to know for August, please? You definitely want to talk anyway. Okay, so we have this one. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do two more cards. What does Pisces need to know for August? Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay guys, so as always, I'm just going to take a few moments to have a little look at the cards. You guys don't have to wait for me. You can skip on ahead until when I start the reading, but I just like to take a minute to put together all the messages in the right way for you. So let me take a little look. Okay. Okay, so guys, wonderful energies actually. Yeah. Okay, so the underlying energy that I have at the bottom of the deck for you guys was the Page of Wands, the Four of Swords in reverse, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I really feel like with these four cards, these energies, okay, you're very much kind of, the Page of Wands is about you're taking action. You're in that kind of not mature, but like you're starting off. The page is like an immature kind of energy, but in a way like it's kind of not fully grown yet. Okay, so it's like you've taken that you've come to a situation after Cancer season whereby you're now ready to take action in your own life, okay? So you're now ready to, one's about action, okay? And he's the page, so he's like, you know, he's that kind of newer, kind of younger kind of energy, and he's ready to take action here, okay? He's looking into the past and leaving it behind. You can see he's staring into the past there, okay? So yeah, you're definitely ready to take action in a new direction, okay? Wonderful energies. And, you know, with this Four of Wands there being the second card that came out there, that's in reverse, okay? So you can see in the upright, she's, you know, taking a break, she's healing there in the moonlight, and she's sleeping, okay? So she's kind of healing. So yeah, very much you're kind of coming out of that kind of healing energy that you were having to do a lot of in Cancer season, okay? So beautiful energy, because it's leading you straight towards that kind of action that you needed to do, okay? You're putting behind this healing energy, you've done the work, you put the work in, and now you're kind of taking action in a new direction. And what I love about this then is the next card that you had out then was the Page of Swords, okay? So it's like the page again, it's kind of that kind of young kind of that younger kind of energy. So it's like a new kind of energy for you, whereby you're coming into clarity, you're coming into clear logical ways of thinking about things, okay? So yeah, it's like I'm not taking any bullshit anymore, okay? I'm not going to be completely overridden by my emotions and my feelings like I have been before, possibly in the past, where it's maybe led me into kind of you know, kind of certain situations that didn't serve me well, okay? And for Pisces, that's very easily done. You know, we are fishes, we are water kind of energy and water sign. And so we do live a lot in our emotions and our feelings. But every now and then, whenever a Pisces needs to make a certain decision, or they've had enough of a certain situation, they will cut things out, okay? And they will be very, very decisive in it, okay? They will have that clear kind of thought, or that clear kind of logic kind of no, okay, no more, that's it, I'm cutting it out. And I feel like you're doing that this month, okay? You're cutting out that kind of negative kind of situations that you were in. You've done the healing, you've gaining that clarity and that kind of logic and that kind of decisive kind of decision that you're making to be able to leave all the past behind you and really kind of move towards a better kind of direction and a new direction for you, okay? So a wonderful underlying energy there. The last then card that you had in your underlying energy was the Four of Cups, okay? So I feel like this isn't your energy though. I feel like this is someone that you're connected to. It's partly your energy. You have a certain role to play here, okay? This to me feels like some sort of situation between you and another person, okay? So there may have been love lost here between you and another person, you know, in time kind of gone by recently, whereby, you know, one person, you can see he's very fixated on these three cups that are no longer full. And you can see this person here is kind of offering one kind of cup, and they've kind of got a look of, don't you see this cup? You know, like, I don't know if it's not going to focus. I don't think. Please focus. No, it's not going to focus. But her face, you can see it's kind of like a sad face, as if she's looking at him going, no, look, I've still got this cup. Here's this cup for you. Okay, don't get worried about these three cups. There's still this cup. But he's completely focused on this cup. So I feel like there may have been some emotions and some feelings that you've gone through with another person, whereby either you yourself, for some of you it is yourself, where you feel like there's been a little bit of love lost, or so you've had to kind of give up on something, where you kind of you've lost out in a certain situation with someone, or you feel like that. Or for other groups of you, this could be another person feeling like this. For the majority of you though, I do feel like this is somebody else feeling like this about a situation that you were involved with them, to do with emotions and feelings. So this could have been a partnership or a love situation. It could have been a family, a friend, a co-worker, you know, whereby there was kind of emotional kind of connection between you guys. You kind of clicked, you got each other, you know, or there was a lot of love there. But something went awry, and I feel like now it's like you're still there. You know, this person is focusing on what they've lost with you, but they don't realize that you're actually still there with, you know, this one cup that will never be unoffered, if you know what I mean. It will never go away. You'll always hold that cup for that person, but they don't realize that, or they haven't realized it yet, okay? So I do feel like that there's an underlying energy of something to do with that coming in for you. Well, it's already here for you, okay? So I do feel like that is in the background this month, but it's not the focus this month, okay? The focus this month is definitely you kind of going on this kind of new path, and, you know, coming out of that kind of healing energy that you needed to do, having done the work, and really kind of get a more kind of decisive logic on where it is that you want to kind of move to with this kind of Page of Wands here, okay? So that's your underlying energies. Now let's have a little look at the cards on the table, okay? So Yeah, I feel like this definitely, you're gaining clarity a lot this month, okay? You're really realizing where it is that you want to kind of pursue with things this month. You know, you've got the Page of Swords in your underlying energy here, and here in the main spread, you're getting the King of Swords, okay? So the King of Swords is like, he's gone from that page all the way through to the Knight, and then to the King and kind of energy, okay? He's put in that work. He's really kind of made his decision. He's really kind of matured from this kind of I'm not gonna take any bullshit kind of energy to, I now stand in my power with my logics and my thoughts, and I know where I'm going. I have made the decisions. You know, you can see he's pointing to this thing in the book with the sword. He's like, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm doing. This is my plan. I'm going to venture forth and do it. Okay. Venturing forth and doing it, taking action. Okay, so you're very much kind of, yeah, coming into that clarity and really putting down solid kind of plans and ideas of where it is that you want to push forward in your life. Okay, so that's a really nice energy in Leo season, because it's, you know, Leo season is all about that confidence and that kind of, you know, that creativity and that kind of loving on the self and realizing your self-worth. So you're really doing that this month and then putting that into action for yourself. Okay, lovely energy. Okay, the next card you had out then was the Three of Pentacles, which is brilliant, and it goes really, really well with this decisive action that you're taking, or this decisive kind of these decisions and action plans that you're kind of putting in place, because then you're putting it into place in 3D kind of action. You know, Pentacles is all about, you know, core foundations in life. You know, you're putting your roots down. Okay, you know, Pentacles is an earthly kind of energy, so you're really grounding yourself this month with this this action plan and these decisions to really put the work in. And, you know, working as a group, you can see there's 3 people here, so you're building foundations and you're putting your roots down, you know, and working with other people to really do that. Okay, so you might find that, you know, you're deciding to kind of maybe go back to college and kind of do a course, and you're working with a group of people to do that. You may find that you're wanting to put your, you know, to start your own business this month, and you're working with other people to really kind of put that into action. You know, or you may be getting kind of like a promotion this month, or work, you know, asking for a promotion this month, and really kind of working with others to really manifest that for yourself, you know. So there's various different ways in which this can manifest for you. But nevertheless, you're thinking about those action plans and those kind of ways, the things that you want to do, and you're putting those that kind of logic and that thought process, those decisions and those action plans into action by starting to build with other people in the 3D kind of physical world. Okay, your foundations, your core kind of groundings in life. Okay, so anything to do with finances, careers, home life, you know, your home environment, your home, where you live, you know, any of those sorts of things. Okay, so you're really putting the work in there, and that's wonderful, because you're doing it with this kind of confidence this month that we're getting in Leo season. Really, really poignant. I really like it. Okay, and what I love then is, you know, that coming from that leads you then to the world. Okay, the world here, you can see she's happy. She's sitting at the beach. She's throwing her hat off. She's, you know, happy and merry. So she's you're really kind of, like I said, stepping into your power, and the world is starting. You know, the world is starting to take off for you. I really do feel that this month. You know, you're with this clarity and this kind of decisive action that you're kind of taking. It's like you're driving yourself forward, and you're coming from a place of loving on yourself and realizing your own self-worth. And because of that, you're realizing that you are your world, and you can manifest anything that you want in your world. Okay, so that's really strong kind of confident energy, and I really love that for you, Pisces, because when you need to do that, you do it. Boy, do you do it. And from that then, you know, comes celebration with the Three of Cups here. You know, you're filling up your own cup, but you're celebrating with other people. Okay, you are building with other people. Okay, Three of Pentacles, you're now celebrating with other people. Three of Cups. Okay, so that's a really kind of beautiful energy. Okay, celebrating with friends and family, people that you call your kind of soul tribe. Okay, so that's really good. I'm really happy for that for you guys. For others of you, I do feel like this possibly has a connection. You know, the Three of Cups can sometimes signify a third party situation. So for some of you, that could be in connection with this kind of love that was lost here with this Four of Cups. Okay, so I do feel like, you know, there could have been a third party situation that this Four of Cups situation has to deal with. Okay, however, what I do feel is that, you know, you're kind of coming out of that energy. I feel, because this card was in your underlying energy, and this is kind of love lost, I do feel like if this is resonating for you as a third party situation that you were possibly in with someone, that is kind of no longer the situation. That's dissipating this month, because you're really focusing on yourself and you're making decisions to cut that out of your life, and really put down your own foundations with by working with others. And then really realizing that you are stepping into your own power. So this does no longer serve you. Or if this was happening to you with somebody else, it's like you're cutting that out, with this King of Swords and this Page of Swords here. You're really cutting that energy out of your life now. So if that was a situation for you, this Three of Cups, if that was to do with this a love situation or a third party situation, then that's really coming to an end now this month. And that's possibly why this person is kind of maybe feeling that love loss, because you're kind of cutting that out and you're like, no, okay, I'm not going to have that anymore. I'm not going to be involved in a third party situation. If this person really wants me, I know my self-worth, I know my self-respect. If this person really wants me and likes me, then they will make the decision, and that's their decision to make. But I'm no longer going to have this allow this kind of energy to be in my life. Okay, so for some of you, like I said, this could be a love situation. However, for the majority of you, I do feel like this is very much just celebrating that kind of putting in the work, building your new foundations with people, realizing that you're stepping into your power and that you can manifest anything that you want into your life, because you've got that self-confidence and that drive and that determination to do that now, and you're really celebrating that this month. Okay, so beautiful energy so far. The next one that you had out then was the Two of Swords. So yeah, very much you can see here she's like throwing a sword at a bullseye. Okay, so Two of Swords, it's like you're no longer, I feel like this is the energy you're coming out of. Okay, it's like before you were a little bit unsure. So in the traditional tarot, the Two of Swords is depicted by a woman sitting, I think just on a beach or by the water anyway, under the light of the new moon. And she's got two swords and she's blindfolded. She's not too sure, she's not sure where to go. Okay. So in this depiction here, though, you can see she's trying to throw a sword at a bullseye target, but she's blindfolded, so she's unable to see. So the intuitive message that I'm kind of getting from this is that you're walking away from that kind of uncertain kind of energy whereby you weren't sure which direction to go. Okay, you were blindfolded and you couldn't see where you needed to go. This woman here, what I like about this card is that there's, she's got her familiar there, she's got her cat, she's got her crow, and you can see she's blindfolded, but it's like she's already hit that target once. Okay, being blindfolded, and she's about to throw another. Okay, so it's almost like she's kind of using the fact that she's blindfolded, she's digging into other senses and the other parts of herself, and really connecting with her intuition in terms of being able to really kind of feel out where that target is rather than be able to see the target. Okay, so I feel like you're coming out of this kind of conflicted kind of energy of not being sure where to go, and really connecting with yourself, your inner self. It's very poignant for Leo season, but you're connecting in with yourself and your intuition and your gut feeling on where it is that you need to go. Even though you can't see the end goal yet, and you may not be able to see the end result, it's like that it's in this direction. So you're on target, and you're throwing caution to the wind, and you're just throwing that dagger towards that target, and you kind of know that you're going to go and hit it head on. Okay, and that's because you have this decisive kind of action or this decisive kind of action plan, and this kind of knowing, this kind of like it's just like, I know where I'm going to go now, I know what I want now. Okay, and that's coming through in your intuition as well, because it's letting go of that conflicted kind of and uncertain kind of energy. So yeah, wonderful energy. I really like that kind of depiction of the Two of Swords, because it's a very positive kind of way of looking at the Two of Swords, where you have been conflicted before, but now it's like you're blindfolded, but you're still on target. You know where you're going. Okay, beautiful energy. Next card you had out then was the Six of Pentacles, and that's very much about balance. It's like you're finding your own balance between your internal self and your external self, okay? But you're also helping to find that balance that you're kind of gaining internally with yourself in terms of finding your self-worth and finding that kind of decisiveness that you, and that knowing of what you want and where you want to go. It's leading to you balancing things out for yourself with others as well. So it's like you're finding internal balance and you're finding the balance within yourself, and you want to share that with others, okay? You can see she's balancing, like pentacles, okay, here between people. So this could be For some of you, I do feel like this could be almost balancing out some maybe debts that you had, because Pentacles can be to do with finances and career. So for some of you, if you're kind of, coming into, you're through this kind of working together and putting down foundations for yourself, to do with coins and finance as well. I feel like for some of you, you could be balancing out your debts or repaying some sort of debts that you have, and you're balancing that out for yourself. And so that's a really kind of a good energy and positive energy to be having this month as well, because with Leo season behind you, it's like it's giving you that. There's like a positive push almost in that direction that's going to help you to balance that out. So for some of you, that is to do with, balancing debts or balancing money that you owed. That's really going to pay off for you this month. That's good. For others of you, I just feel, like you're balancing your internal kind of foundations. So like I said, Pentacles is all to do with foundations, your core things in life that you need: home, environment, finances, careers, all of those kind of core foundations. So you're really finding that balance within yourself this month of internally, and you're wanting to share that with others, okay? And you are, like I said, you're celebrating with others here, okay? And you're building with others here. So there's a lot of working with others in order to put your dreams into action this month. So yeah, like I said, you could be building a new business with others. You could be going back to university and studying with others. You could be, starting a new job with others. It's very much a working together kind of energy, and that's balancing out for you then towards the end of the month. I also feel like this is possibly for a few of you got to do with balancing out home environment with career. Okay, so needing to find that balance. Okay. Needing to find the balance between working and then how you are at home and spending time with family and friends. So and also as well, it's spending time with yourself and then spending time with others as well. Okay, I do feel like that is for some of you. Some of you have a tendency, some Pisces have a tendency to isolate sometimes, but Pisces. But Leo season is not the month to do that. Yes, take the time to work on yourself, but don't work on yourself so much that you kind of isolate yourself. Make sure that you are working with others, working with others as well, and being out and about with people as well, because you need to find that balance between internal and external. Okay, so very poignant energies. Lovely. There's a balancing there, and that's needed for you this month. And what I love about this, the end card then, is that you got death. Okay, and I actually really love this energy for you, because it's like you're really shedding a skin of the old. Okay, this is the last card that came out for you after all that positive kind of building and celebrating and decisive kind of logic and thinking and bullseye targeting and taking new action in a new direction and having clarity and coming out of that healing kind of stage. It's like you are now this month kind of transforming into this, I'm taking no bullshit anymore. Okay, I am a new person. I have found my worth. I have found my self-respect. I have found the things that I want to do. I'm going for them. And, I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the energy. I'm feeling the excitement. I want to go for these things because they mean something to me. Okay? Because they're part of me, and I'm no longer going to have the energy that I had before. Okay, that old person or that old energy or that old situation that I was in, that's no longer here. You're shedding a skin this month with this death card. You're leaving past behind you, leaving that the old and in the past, and you're really moving forward. You can see, look, there's doorways here. It's like this door has shut. Okay, there's been a death of a situation or a death of a ego or a death of a kind of old sort of person, in terms of your older things that you used to do before. So there's a death of that, and then there you can see there's like light shining through this new door, and you are going through that gateway. It's like you're coming from the past and you're really aiming towards the new, and you're cutting out all the bullshit in between. Okay, absolutely. I really love that energy for you. Yeah, lovely energy. And what I like about this the energy of this month is that, Pisces, like I said, they're usually a lot to do with emotions and feelings. And, we get battered a lot by that, in our own lives, but we also get battered from other people about, oh, you're always so emotional and so feelings and, we get a lot of, stick for that sometimes. And, yes, we are a lot of the time in our emotions and feelings, but what people don't get about Pisces is that we are like that, and that is our default, because we are a caring and a loving, kind of sign, and we will always put that to the forefront. But when we need to take action in our own lives, when we need to cut things out, when we need to really kind of when we really need to, when we really need to cut something out of our life, or we really need to, make a decision on something that's really important, or when we need to really kind of have determination and drive, it's like we do it and we do it and we don't look back. So with Leo season having a lot to do with confidence and, getting in touch with yourself, loving on yourself and realizing that self-worth, you're very much getting in touch with that energy of that Leo kind of energy this month, and you're using that to drive yourself forward into this new kind of path for yourself, which is beautiful considering the energy that we're coming out of from Cancer season. So I really love this reading for you, Pisces. And I'm a Pisces, so I'm loving it too. So that's what I love. Okay, I'm going to take some oracle cards for you guys now. So I'm going to take, because there was a notion of that kind of love situation there was a little bit of emotions and kind of feelings there. So I will take a Romance Angels card for that, just to kind of get some more clarity on that. But I'm also going to take a Moonology deck card, because we have had a new moon last month, and I do feel there's a lot of poignant energy with this new moon. So let's have a little look. What does Pisces need to know for August, please? What does Pisces need to know for August? What does Pisces need to know for August? Okay, yeah, one will do. Okay, and Romance Angels. Okay, angels. What does Pisces need to know for August with regards to this Four of Cups? What does Pisces need to know for August with regards to this Four of Cups? What does Pisces need to know for August with regards to this Four of Cups? What does Pisces need to know for August with regards to this Four of Cups? Okay, that one needs to come out. Okay. Ooh, sorry. I'm moving the camera. Okay. So. Okay, yeah. So to do with this Four of Cups kind of energy that I was saying, I felt like for most of you wasn't your energy, but it was to do with a situation that you were involved in with another person. We get religious factors. Okay, so religious says your love life is influenced by religious factors, upbringing, and spiritual paths. So there could have been differences between you and this person that made it a reason that it couldn't kind of move forward, okay, or that maybe you weren't the main person that they were focusing on in terms of love, because there was this Three of Cups situation for some of you. So nevertheless, there could have been some issues between the two of you that were kind of, either religious factors or differences between the two of you that were kind of affecting that, okay? And that's okay, sometimes it's just the timing isn't right, that where one person may kind of have, differences with you in when you first meet, that doesn't necessarily mean that those things aren't going to change that further down the line. So especially with this person here standing here with this one cup still here being offered, I do feel like there's still love there, so there is still a chance for things to kind of maybe move forward in the future. But for the moment, there's differences between the two of you that are kind of getting in the way previously, okay? And what I love about the next card you got was, it's safe to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like that's got to do with this one cup that's still here. It's like, you're realizing, this person may not be realizing that it's safe for them to love and kind of put their efforts into this love. Because you can see they're kind of worrying about it. It's like they're worrying about if they do go for this love, what's going to happen. So they're worrying, possibly about these religious, factors or these differences. But what I love about this is that there is still that one person there. So that this one person here is still standing here with a cup going, it's still safe for you to love. So, you're still open to it is what I'm kind of trying to say. So that's a good energy to have. The Moonology card that you had was, your dreams need a practical plan. Absolutely, and they do, because, Pisces can be very cerebral and in their own head. Sometimes we're deep thinkers and we can be very, putting things into action isn't always our forte sometimes. However, when we need to, like I said, with this kind of decisive action and this decisive kind of thinking and action, when we do need to do something, we go for it. When we know we need to make a decision, we do it. So I definitely feel like you're doing that this month. It's okay. So you are, your dreams need a practical plan, and this month you're doing that with this decisive action, this clear thinking, and this kind of grounding kind of energy, okay? You're really grounding yourself, coming into your own, realizing a lot of things, and deciding that you're going to push forward with action, which is coming from your heart space, which is very much a Pisces thing, because you're connecting in with yourself. Okay, it's coming from your emotions and your feelings about how you feel about things and how you love yourself and what you want for your own life, but you're putting it into practical action this month, Pisces. And I really, really love that, and I admire that about Pisceans. I really, really do. And I'm not just blowing my own trumpet because I'm in Pisces, but I do. I love how Pisces can be very cerebral, deep thinkers and deep emotional kind of feeling, have a deep emotions and feelings and care so much for other people, put other people first. But when they, you know, when they need to tap into that kind of focus and clarity, when it's the situation really calls for it, they can. And when they put their dreams into action, you know, and when they really do something, it's always from a place of passion and love and caring and wanting the best for something. So it's, you know, and that's always the best way. You always come from a heart space is basically what I'm trying to say. And that's a really lovely quality to have, because some people just do things out of ego. Some people just do things out of logic. Some people just do things out of needing to do something. You always do something from the heart. And that's the most important thing. So guys, I really love this energy for you. I really hope you have a wonderful, wonderful month. I hope I do too, being a Pisces. So let me know what how it resonates for you guys down in the comment section below. As always, if you want to get in touch, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and leave me a comment below. You can also get in touch with me via the link in the email kind of description below. If you'd like a personal reading, hop on the email and give us a shout as well. And we can get that organized for you too. But until September, guys, I love you lots and I hope you have a wonderful month.